There is something most people rarely think about when they look up at the sky each morning. The single source of energy that sustains life on Earth was not created by humans. It comes from a star located about 150 million kilometers away, the Sunday. Most of the time, the sun appears calm, a steady sphere of light, repeating the same motion day after day. But in reality, the sun is never calm. Its surface is a vast ocean of boiling plasma. Electrically charged matter moves constantly. Magnetic fields twist, stretch, and compress in silence. And sometimes, those chaotic magnetic regions leave behind strange marks. Humans call them sunspots. Sunspots are not holes. They are not dead zones. They are regions where magnetic fields become extraordinarily strong. So strong that they block heat from rising from inside the Sunday. Compared to their surroundings, they are cooler. And because of that, they appear darker. But do not be misled. These regions are still far hotter than any lava on Earth. The danger does not come from their color. It comes from the energy trapped within them. In recent days, solar observatories around the world have detected something unusual. A massive sunspot group has rotated into a position directly facing Earth. This is not a single spot. It is a complex cluster of multiple large and small sunspots linked together, bound by an extremely unstable magnetic structure. The total size of this group is so enormous that if it were placed over Earth, it could cover our planet several times over. What concerns scientists is not only its size, it is the resemblance. This sunspot group is comparable in scale to the one that triggered the Carrington Event in 1859. One of the most powerful solar storms ever recorded by humanity. At that time, humans had no satellites, no internet, no global power grids. Yet telegraph systems sparked. Some stations caught fire. Auroras appeared in regions where they had never been seen before. If a similar event occurred today, the consequences would extend far beyond sparks and lights in the sky. Everything that depends on modern technology could be affected. That is why scientists never ignore a sunspot group of this magnitude. One thing must be made clear. Not every large sunspot leads to disaster. Size alone is not enough. The real danger lies in the internal magnetic structure. When magnetic field lines twist too tightly, they can snap. And when that happens, stored energy is released violently. That release can take two primary forms. The first is a solar flare, a sudden burst of intense radiation. The second is a coronal mass ejection, a massive cloud of plasma carrying magnetic fields launched into space at millions of kilometers per hour. If that cloud travels in another direction, it simply drifts through space. But if it is aimed directly at Earth, we face what is known as a geomagnetic storm. Such a storm does not destroy buildings. It does not cause earthquakes or tsunamis. But it can cripple the systems modern civilization relies on. Radio communications can be disrupted. GPS signals can become inaccurate. Satellites can be damaged by radiation. Even power grids can be overwhelmed. Large transformers, once damaged, cannot be replaced quickly. Full recovery could take months, or even years. What makes this particular sunspot group notable is that it has already produced at least one X-class solar flare, the most powerful category currently recognized. This confirms that the region is highly active. However, scientists also emphasize that there is currently no confirmed indication that a Carrington-level event is imminent or directly aimed at Earth. In other words, the risk exists. But catastrophe is not inevitable. The Sun is now approaching the peak of its 11-year activity cycle. During this phase, sunspots become more frequent. Solar eruptions occur more often. That is why continuous monitoring is essential. Not to spread fear, but to prepare. Because history has shown one thing very clearly. The Sun does not follow human schedules. It does not care about technology. It does not recognize civilization. It operates only according to its own laws. And sometimes, a dark mark on the surface of a distant star becomes a quiet reminder that Earth is still a small planet inside a universe that never stops moving. Follow the channel for the next story.